Alrighty then.
It's late October, it's cold and rainy. You're tired and you just want to get home. You're at a red light that feels like it's taking forever. When the unexpected happens, the car passing on your right loses control and slams right into your car. Are you ready? Do you have what you need in an emergency like this? What if you get stuck in a snowstorm? Are you ready in a case like this? Hi, I'm Cristina Gonzalez, and I was not ready when I got into a car accident here in Germany. I wish someone could have told me how to be prepared so when something like this happens, I could take action. I got stuck with someone who did not speak English and a dead cell phone. So now, I have made it my mission to inform people what you should always carry in your vehicle as your own homemade emergency kit. Having the following supplies in your car at all times can save your life when the unexpected comes your way. Don't be one of those people who get stuck in a snowstorm unprepared just because they think, oh, this would never happen to me. I'm telling you right now, there is a huge chance that it can happen to you. We live in an area where it snows, and come in the end of December and early January, it will snow even more, so be prepared. According to SPEACHDECEMBER.wmv, the first thing you want to make sure you have at all times is a first aid emergency kit, like this one. It doesn't have to be an expensive kit. It can be something very simple. You want to make sure that it always has the most necessary things: gauze, peroxide, scissors, and ice pack. You want to make sure that the expiration date is up to date, because if you have a gauze or an emergency kit that is completely expired, it's almost like not having one at all. Pass this around. The next thing you need to have is a spare warm garment such as a winter jacket, gloves, blanket, spare clothes in general. You don't want to get stuck in a snowstorm with nothing. The old blanket that you have in the back of your closet that you never use is perfect. Those jackets that are out of style that you have in the back but you just can't get rid of them, stick them in the back of your trunk. Those are also very well for case of an emergency. Gloves, hats, mittens that you don't use, again, in a plastic bag in the back of your car, it doesn't bother anybody. Having plastic bags, the big ones, in case you get stuck in the rain, you can also use those, very handy, inexpensive. Take them out of your household stuff, and you have something there. The next important step is to ensure that you are secured. For this to happen, it's important that you are seen. The use of emergency flares, reflective belts, warning triangles, or even glow sticks can be critical to being rescued and preventing other drivers from causing another accident. You want to make sure at all times, even in Germany, it's against the law not to have an emergency triangle in your vehicle. Here in Germany, it's important to have it, if you're in the city, 50 meters behind your car, or on the Autobahn, it's important to have it 100 meters away from your car because of the speed the drivers are going. This one that I have here is easy to assemble and does not take a lot of space at all in my vehicle. This has to be underneath the front of your car. So y'all can pass it around and take a look at it. Disassemble it and assemble it as you wish. This small reflective belt works to have in the vehicle to see people, so drivers can see you, even though it's more recommended to have the actual reflective vest. The next item on the list is a spare tire and toolkit. If If the accident is as minor as a flat tire, you may be able to fix the problem yourself and be on your way. It is a good idea to check your spare tires on a regular basis to make sure it's still usable. Again, a lot of people keep their spare tires at all times in the trunk, but they never bother to go into the back and make sure that it's still usable. A lot of times they end up getting flatter because of the compression during the cold. Their tires tend to lose that the oxygen. So you have to go and refuel it and make sure that it's at the right pressure. Another small thing many people tend to forget, that is a spare cell phone. Oftentimes, if you're involved in an accident, your cell phone won't be able to hold a long enough charge. A good fix for this is having an extra prepaid phone handy. The best way for this to work is to keep your extra phone in your glove compartment with the battery fully charged and taken out of the cell phone. This could have been very important if I had this tool. Now I have a prepaid phone. I have it fully charged with the battery out, so whenever I do get into another emergency, no matter where I am or what kind of emergency, I can just pull that cell phone out and use it. Another thing, if you're stuck outside, cell phones tend to lose perception if there's a lot of mountains or you're in a low place. So either climbing up on a tree or just trying to climb up on a mountain to try and get reception is very handy. Food. Having non-perishable dry food and water is very important. This includes canned food, but with canned food you have to be careful because leaving canned food in your car, whether with the hot and cold temperature changes, it tends to lose, it goes bad. So having ramen noodle soups and a spare pan that you don't use, we all have these old pans that we just keep in our cupboards. Having the smallest one that you have and just perishable food with plenty of water in the back of your car. All of these items that I have showed to you are very important to keep in your vehicle. I would just like to finish by stressing the main idea of the entire speech. That idea is to be prepared. Everyone wishes and hopes that the tragedy never strikes them or their family. In a perfect world, that tragedy wouldn't happen to us. But the fact is, accidents can and do happen to many people. It is far better knowing that if this were to happen, you would know what to do to keep yourself and your loved ones safe.